A foreign ghost hunter climbed a remote hill in the dead of night to investigate rumors of cult rituals. As he reached the site, he noticed a stone that looked as if fresh blood was seeping from it. Curious and uneasy, he approached. Suddenly the stone began releasing more liquid as if something inside it was alive. A figure appeared behind him, dark, shifting, and filled with an overwhelming energy.
Oraya bir vurmak isterim Aziz. Sert bir kayala.
His voice trembled as he chanted prayers, realizing that whatever lived there wanted him gone. The entity moved toward him with unnatural speed, and the camera captured its form before the screen shook violently.
Nasıl biliyor bu?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Estağfurullah. Şuna bak. Sen miydin bunu yapan? Şu
Kesinlikle.
amacı bizi uzaklaştırmak. Başka bir amacı yok bunun.
A camping team set up a tent deep in the forest. Rain poured heavily, forcing them inside. Then something began striking the tent from outside, slow taps at first, then stronger, like hands brushing the fabric. They thought it was an animal, but the movements were too deliberate. When they finally placed a CCTV camera outside, the truth became clear. A ghostly figure approached the tent, its form distorted and swaying.
Itu yang di luar. Hujan nih rekaman di luar. Kayak. Hah!
Another explorer camped in a forest where hikers were rumored to vanish. As night deepened, strange sounds circled his tent, rustling leaves, footsteps, faint breathing. When he stepped outside, nothing was there. But as he returned, the tent moved from inside, pushing outward as if someone were trapped within. He installed a CCTV camera, and the footage revealed a ghostly figure creeping around his camp, its form drifting between the shadows like a lost soul searching for company.
Astagfirullah, teman-teman. Apa ini? Daunnya gerak-gerak.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullah.
A lone explorer entered an abandoned building at night, speaking to his viewers as he walked through the empty halls. Suddenly, a door moved on its own. He approached cautiously, whispering greetings into the dark. More objects began shifting around him, a faint knocks, subtle creaks, then clear movements with no visible source. Fear rising, he stepped toward the exit. But just as he turned, A terrifying figure appeared behind him.
Assalamualaikum. Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim. La hawla wala quwwata illa billah. La hawla wala quwwata illa billah.
Its shape was long, twisted, and silent. The man panicked, stumbling backward as the presence drifted closer.
Hey. Astagfirullah, hawla wala quwwata illa billah. La hawla wala quwwata. La hawla wala quwwata.
A horror channel set up CCTV by a river said to be connected to unexplained drownings. The camera was left alone, silently recording. For a long time, nothing moved. Then the water stirred. A pale face rose slowly to the surface, watching without blinking. Later in the night, a man-shaped figure emerged from the river, stepping toward the shore as if climbing out from the depths. The movement was slow and deliberate, as though the spirit was reenacting its final moments. The CCTV continued recording long after the figure vanished back into the darkness. Investigating the site of a past discovery, a ghost hunter recorded himself explaining the history of the building. Behind him, without his knowledge, a figure appeared in what looked like a kuntilanak carrying a small wrapped form. When he turned, it disappeared. Later that night, while exploring deeper inside, he saw another apparition near the ceiling. He followed it, calling out greetings, but the shape vanished again. The building creaked, the air thickened, and the hunter realized he was surrounded by restless spirits replaying fragments of their past.
Astagfirullah. Astagfirullah. Assalamualaikum. Astagfirullah. La ilaha illallah. Astagfirullah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
In a sacred cemetery, a hunter installed CCTV to observe the area overnight. The camera first recorded a floating flame drifting through the darkness, moving with intention. Moments later, a woman appeared at her form faint but unmistakably human, standing silently near the graveyard building. She did not move. She did not blink. She simply watched the camera, as though aware she was being observed from the other side. One night, a ghost hunter entered a forest where local woodcutters often experienced possession. At first, nothing felt unusual. The air was still, the trees silent. Then he heard a faint laugh echoing between the trunks. Moments later, the sound of chopping wood rang out, though no one was there. His camera shook as he searched for the source. Then, between the trees, a terrifying figure appeared. It moved unpredictably, as if following him step by step. He whispered prayers, his breath trembling as the presence drifted closer through the darkness.
Allah!
In a continuation of a previous encounter, a ghost hunter attempted to escape a forest after seeing a kuntilanak perched high in a tree. He felt the entity following him, its distant laughter echoing behind the branches. As he tried to calm himself, the figure reappeared directly in front of him, closer than before. Shocked, he fled through the forest, breathless and shaking, convinced the spirit was hunting him in the dark. A final exploration took place in a forest rumored to hold the cries of trapped spirits. The hunter walked through the dark, listening as faint sobbing echoed between the trees. Dogs howled in the distance, their cries blending with the sorrowful wails. Fear crept in as the voices grew louder. He turned toward his tent, but the sounds followed, circling him with an unseen presence. Then, without warning, a ghostly figure appeared near his tent, startling him into a panicked run as he chanted prayers to break free from the haunting.
Kedengaran kayak itu ada suara anjing juga.
La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.